So Mumbai Indians beating the Sunrisers Hyderabad by a margin of 4 runs in what was a low-scoring encounter. 162 is what Sunrisers Hyderabad managed, and that was something that Mumbai Indians chased with a lot of ease. We are going to break this game down into 5 big talking points, and let's start with our point number 1, and that is the pitch was perfect for Mumbai Indians. And what do I mean by that? Now remember, it's an unwritten rule. Most teams at home try and get the pitch that suits them best. And on this count, Mumbai Indians got it spot on. What did they do? They came up with a pitch, or out of all the strips that are available, they came up with a pitch that was most conducive to fast bowling. Why did they choose this pitch? For 2 reasons. 1, it worked to their strengths, and 2, that it was going to exploit the biggest strength of the opposition. This was strip number 6 at the Wankhede, the same strip that was used for the Mumbai Indians versus Kolkata Knight Riders game in this season. That was also a low scoring encounter, and in that encounter too, Mumbai Indians chased that low score that Kolkata had got with consummate ease. That's exactly what they did with SRH too. I think the thought behind there was clear, that Sunrisers Hyderabad's biggest strength is their batting, that too the top order batting. If we can have a pitch that helps fast bowling, we will eliminate their strongest position. And remember, Sunrisers Hyderabad's biggest weakness is their bowling. So let's have a pitch that suits our strengths and not the opposition's strengths. So that's the first bit. Secondly, if you take a look at Mumbai's strengths, their best feature of the team is their fast bowling. When you have Deepak Chair, when you have a Trent Bolt, when you have a Jasprit Bumrah, that's your strength. So this strip had a bit of grass there. They watered this pitch as well in the morning to ensure there was a lot of moisture, and that worked in Mumbai Indians' favor. So that, I think, was a smart strategy that Hardik Pandya and his team had. What's up in terms of the next big point, point number 2, and that is with regards to Sunrisers Hyderabad. They came in to this tournament with a lot of reputation, last time's finalists, and everyone thought, and especially the way they started this tournament on a big high, getting 286, everyone thought that this team will be very tough to stop. Unfortunately, it's not really turned out that way for them. Where they stand right now at halfway stage, you can pretty much say that SRH are all but out of the playoff race. In the remaining 7 encounters that they have to win 6 to guarantee themselves a spot in the top 4. That for me remains impossible. And I'm not just saying in terms of mathematical chance, of course they have, but you also have to look at the way that they are playing at the moment. They're heavily reliant on their top order. If the 2 openers fire, only then they'll win, and the rest of the middle order hasn't really stepped up. The bowling hasn't stepped up, and if you're going to have multiple weak areas, then you do not see a team like that even hoping for a miracle. So no miracle in store for them. Seems like Sunrisers Hyderabad are going to be out. Remember, this game was being predicted as 300 plus because it was going to be played at the Wankhede, and all Sunrisers Hyderabad managed is 162. They do not have a plan A. You just cannot play for flat conditions that I will score big runs and win. You need to have a good bowling lineup. You need to have a good middle order. Nitish Reddy, Klaasen also look like a very good middle order, but they haven't fired, including Ishan Kishan as well, who got 100. So SRH all but out from the race. That takes me to the next point, and that's Mumbai Indians. As always, they were slow starters. They were slow starters in this edition of the league as well, but now it looks like that they can dream, they can keep their dream alive of making it to the top 4 despite not having a great start again. Again, for them as well, in the remaining 7 odd games, they'd have to win 5 to guarantee themselves a spot. But why is it that you think Mumbai might do it? And one of the major reasons behind that is, 1, everything seems to be clicking for them in terms of their batting and their bowling. But more importantly, I'm looking at the matches that they have to play going on from here. In the next 4 games that they play, 3 of them are going to be against bottom ranked teams. They are going to be facing a CSK, they are going to be facing a SRH, they are going to be facing a Rajasthan Royals. All these three teams have been woefully out of form, are below Mumbai Indians in the points table, and so you give them a chance of making it. In fact, even the fourth game, if you look at all four games that they're coming up, even Lucknow Super Giants have been blowing hot and cold, so they have a good chance of winning those next four games, which is why you think that Mumbai still can keep the dream alive. It's not going to be easy, but they seem in a better position than most other teams then in the mid-table to make it into the top four. Point number 4 that is come out of this game, and that will be a heartening sign for Mumbai Indians and for Indian fans in general. Jasprit Bumrah picking up a wicket, giving away just 21 runs in his 4 overs. Economical as always, economy hovering around 5 and over, and now you are getting signs of Jasprit Bumrah getting back to his best. The previous 2 games that he played wasn't really outstanding. You remember the runs that were scored of him. I think 26 he went for in 1 over. Karun Nair taking him to the cleaners. From there on, he's now showing you signs that slowly and steadily coming back after a long injury layoff. India's number 1 bowler is getting back to that old form of his. Finally, to point number 5, and that's not a pleasant sign for Indian fans as well as fans of Mumbai Indians, and that's Rohit Sharma's form. Yes, if you're looking at the brighter side, then with each passing game his score is going a little bit higher, but he got 26 today, his highest score so far in this IPL season in the 6 games that he's played. But I'm afraid that's not doing justice to an opener of Mumbai Indians. He needs to be really stepping onto the table to ensure that his team does well. 82 runs in the 6 innings that he's played is well below par for a batter like Rohit Sharma. But luckily for him, the Mumbai Indians team is firing. They're doing well. They've won the last 2 encounters, and so that will take some sort of scrutiny away from him, and that will probably allow him to get back into form and play a big inning just as Rohit can, as we've seen in the past as well. So that was how the cookie crumbled in the Mumbai Indians versus SRH encounter. Do give us a like on the video if you're enjoying our content. Nikhil Naz signing off.